Hi, my name is STIW2044 and my metric number is 291427. Now I would like to present about the functional in this expenses tracker system. First, as you can see, when you enter to this system, you need to set your budget. So now we set the daily budget first. So for monthly we set as 640. Yearly we set as 7440, 7440, and we can save the budget. So after we save the budget form field will be hide by automatically by the system to make the system look more clearly. So first, the user can add their new expenses. For example, we set 20 also. I've set 40. So set the date, the time, and the category option. We have 5 options, which is food, transport, entertainment, utilities, and others. And each category have corresponding by the image for transport is like this: the food, the entertainment, the utilities, and the others. And we can press the add expenses button, so it will come out the expense summary that lists out the daily expense, the monthly expense, yearly expense, and the remaining budget for each type of expenses period. And we can see the historical data. And for the first week, we can see that the expenses has been successful added. And here we have the action, which is the can delete the expenses record. So when we press it, it shows the expenses is successfully deleted. And we can press the graphical button that back to the main page. So that's all for the expenses system. Let's move on to the coding part. So this is the HTML file that we have linked this HTML file to the CSS file. Because of the CSS file is different folder with the HTML, so we need to press the key in the CSS, the file name and the slash to link it to with this HTML file. Let's move on. And this is the form field that used to catch up the budget of the users. And it have 3 main form field, which is the daily budget, monthly budget, and yearly budget. And here is also have the button click, the list name with the save budget. And here is the form field that catch up the expenses that add by the users. The first one is amount, the date, the time, and the category. And for the category form field, we have 5 options, which is the food, transport, entertainment, utilities, and others. And this is the list of the expenses summary, which lists out the type of expenses. And in this HTML file, we also have link it to the JavaScript file, which with the JS file folder name and followed by the slash. That's all for this HTML. file structure. And we move on to the next HTML file. So this file will also link it with the CSS file. And first is create the table, and the table has date, time, category, amount, action, and we have linked it to the JavaScript file also. Do this. Let's move on to the JavaScript. So this is to so this is to handle the budget that and catch up the user budget, which is the local budget, monthly budget, yearly budget, and save the budget into the local storage. And this is to hide the budget setup form. And for this code is to handle the expenses form of submission that catch up the user amount, the user category, user name, and save the expenses data into the local storage. So this is to handle the delete expenses button. Click this function for this function. And this is to reset the setting for the setting button. For handle the setting button. For this function is to load the budget, retrieve the data of the budget from the local storage that contain the daily budget, monthly budget, and yearly budget. And this function is to save the budget to the local storage. And this function is to display all the budget info. That will show it back into the budget form field. And this function is to save the user expenses to the local storage, which contain the amount, the category, and the date. This is to delete the expenses record user expenses record from the local storage. And this function is to reset the budget. And here is the function that related to the expenses summary. It will update all the data if in every time of user enter the new expenses, such as the remaining budget today and the remaining budget month and year. So this function is to display out the record of the expenses into the historical expenses page. And that's all. This is the overview of the coding part. That's all for me. Thank you.